I got dumped because my girlfriend felt we were more like friends.
So in this particular conversation I was having with this client, I said, this is one of the things I always ask. Because in the book, the guy should never do more than 20 to 30% of the pursuing. And so it doesn't matter if it's a heterosexual guy, it doesn't matter whether it's a lesbian or a gay dude. Whenever somebody tells me it's 50-50 and they're telling me the whole story of how their relationship started and then how obviously leading up to a breakup happened or problems happened, whenever I hear, yeah, it was 50-50. I was pursuing her 50%, she was pursuing me 50%. Every time I know that at some point, and I usually bring this up to them, I said, well, when I hear 50-50, I know at some point you're going to get friend zoned. And they usually laugh at that point when I tell them, they're like, well, yeah, I'll get to that in a minute. I was like, lesbians, gay guys, heterosexual relationships, it doesn't matter. When the sexual polarity between the masculine and feminine essence is too similar, that's what you get. You get platonic feelings of friendship. So more than likely the guy he's over pursuing, he's calling too much, he's texting too much, he's trying to spend too much time, probably bringing up, what is this, what are we, where's this going, you want to be my girlfriend, she's told him no, and he's pursuing too much, he's trying too hard, and she feels like he's way more into her than she is into him. She doesn't want to hurt his feelings because she's probably, like most women, been out with enough dudes who behave that way to know that it's not going anywhere. There's no chemistry. There's no spark. And it's typically over pursuing, acting weak, being needy. And again, this is assuming that she's a normal, healthy woman and not a Fruit Loop. Because if she's a normal, healthy woman and she's telling you these kinds of words that were in the question, that's indicative that you pursued too much, you tried too hard, you acted weak, you acted too girly, and therefore she wasn't turned on. She didn't trust your leadership, she didn't trust your masculinity, she didn't feel safe with you, and so therefore, hey, let's just be friends.
Road to friendship could always lead to something else, though.
Almost 100% of the time, it does not, unless they correct their behavior and start acting masculine.
Well, that's me and my boyfriend were friends first. For 2 years before we just.
Well, you were with somebody else, right? And wasn't he with somebody else? Didn't you tell me that? When you guys first met, you were in relationships with other people?
I was talking to people, but he was like my friend. I met him at the restaurant. He was friends with my friends, so we were all kind of like friends with each other. And then I stopped talking to the guy, and then me and Pete were found out that we liked each other more.
Well, you weren't really available because there were other dudes that you said you were talking to.
Yeah.
So it's not like you were single and you hadn't had a date in a long time and you were really hoping to meet a great guy and then you met him and you were friends.
No, we were just friends.
Your energy, your romantic energy was on somebody else.
Yes.
Aha. Interesting.
As the tables
It's all about asking the right question. That's why Sigmund Freud was, I don't know if you guys ever heard this, but Sigmund Freud, the guy...
the lions?
Sigmund Freud, the Mr. Psychology genius, that guy, Carl Jung's pal, he said out of all of his study into the human mind and psychology and all his whole life's work, he said the one question I've not been able to answer is, what does a woman want? And so with Jade, our conversation we just had, she's saying one thing, and then I ask a different question, and then you get to the true brass tacks. She's like, well, we were friends first, and then we started dating. Technically, she was preoccupied with another guy, and then once she freed up, and she knew it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Well, no, I just didn't. I stopped liking the guy because he became kind of clingy, and I was just like,
There you go.
Bye.
There you go.
But then we didn't immediately start dating after that. We still just became friends. We were still friends and talking. I was still, a free agent.
You were a free agent.
And then one day I was like, you know what?
But somebody else had your attention until he didn't. Because he was needy, as you said, just like it was just with this guy experience.
It was during it was a COVID dating time. Jesus.
It was a friends with friends with benefits guy. Okay.
Yes, that's what and then the guy that
The COVID friends with benefits guy.
Yeah, I was like.
And then he went on down the road, and she was like, "Well, damn, now I can't have a rodeo."
A rodeo.
Oh, but hey, this Pete guy. And then they lived happily ever after.
That is right.
2 years and counting, right?